nature and wildlife is relaxing.
I like seeing all the birds. It makes me very happy.
People enjoy learning about the wildlife and meeting other people and gaining something more in their lives.
I think it's a very good thing. Encourage people to get out and about.
You're able to ride a bike around.
It's got to be good for people's fitness.
Huge impact on the local community's health, both physical activity and mental health as well.
And it's quite safe.
And I actually feel like de-stressed. It's just nice to walk and get all the stresses and strains.
Yeah, it's just nice to get out of the city, walk out, get loads of fresh air. Yeah, it just makes you feel good.
Phoenix Park was the old Hickleton Main colliery.
Well, where we stood now, it used to be slaggy, where they used to dump all the mutton and that and pick what over the other side.
Just could never ever imagine it grassed over and actually getting any wildlife and nature involved in it, but it has, it's evolved. I come twice a day, whatever the weather, 365 days a year because of these two boys. I actually work at a local school and we do bring the children down. We're really encouraging them to get out and get fit and things like that. This is an absolute godsend for them to come out and do that.
It's quite handy for training and everything, and the kids, they're in it, they're climbing as well, so they find it really helpful.
They can come and just play football or meet and mingle where they're not causing any damage. It gets people out, fresh air, it's always good for people, healthy, nice little hills there to be walking up.
There's loads of different trees up there, and there's rabbits and hares.
Voles, shrews. There's quite a lot of rare species that are nationally declining that are thriving on Phoenix, especially the skylark. It's doing really well on Phoenix Park.
I don't think there's any negatives. And as you can see, the kids and everybody who comes here looks after it.
Now they've got somewhere else to go, you know, so they're just hanging around on the estates.
It's all been linked in with the old pits, so it's nice that it's, you know, our heritage hasn't been forgotten, sort of thing.
It's just somewhere to walk really, you know, away from the city, away from the town, get you away from all the buildings and everything.
I've been known to cry on here as well. If I've got something that's really been upsetting or something like that, I can actually have a bit of a tearful wail while I've come round, and I feel great then.
The coal light was here, the allotments, there's all sorts, wasn't there?
Yeah, coal light, sidings, and then the full
pit was here. The pit and the coal light were nearly joined up.
Well, it was just covered in coal, coal waste.
Before it was just, you couldn't get in here basically, so it all fenced off. It was no good for kids, very dangerous, very smelly, very dusty and very dirty.
It was a million, dirty, scruffy, filthy place, and they've done this now, it's beautiful, just what we needed.
There's basketball court there, and park, and a skate park down there.
That hill there, that's a coal pit tip, that's the spoils from the pit on there, and they've grassed that, which looks like a hill now. It's a beautiful job.
Oh, I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You've sort of got rid of all the old industry that were a mess once it closed, and you've cleaned it up and made a really nice park area. The villagers benefited from it.
There's all the birds have come back, haven't there?
Hawks, kites, kestrels.
A lot of falcons, a lot of birds and wildlife.
Bringing the public out and exercise, meeting friends.
Sometimes go to park. Take brothers to the park and that.
Yeah. I also go to park and have fun with nature and that.
Have a game around and don't feel with them.
It's a kid's paradise for the bikes and dog walkers and everything else.
Because you can
just sit and relax here, and you can like look at the scenery and stuff and just be yourself really.
and you won't get into trouble for just being there.
I remember it when it was old and you couldn't get through the bottom end because that was all blocked off, and you know, it was a bit rough.
Just all the pits gone, everything, all the slugs being revamped and covered up. I think it looks good.
It's an absolute pleasure to have this place just round across the road from us, really.
It's on my doorstep. There's as many variations, so you never get bored. You know, it's ideal.
I come cycling here on a morning as well, because it's really good. You see a lot of cyclists around, and it's quite challenging.
And there's a lot more people now just sitting having picnics or slowly walking their dogs. There's a lot more children around.
It's nice being up here because you get more of time and you get more space.
The main roads are too busy, and the estates, there's nowhere for them to ride, so we come here just for peace and quiet. They enjoy it, don't you?
The three sculptures on the top, we told the boys when they first came up from London that they were giants, and you can see them from quite a distance away. We say we're going to see the giants, and that's where we're off to today.
Erin likes the rockets at the top. She calls them the rockets. And she likes going through the bushes to see the rabbits, doesn't she?
When you're revamping places like this, it's only got to be for good, because you can see hawks and all sorts of different birds, and they're coming back to the environment, you know. Well, they weren't here when the industry was here, like, obviously.
I seen a kingfisher last week for the first time.
We saw a deer recently, just a young one, yes. Just over here, and it was lovely to see it.
They're man-made lakes down there, and they've introduced the swans and the ducks in that.
There aren't probably that many of these heaps left, but if you're going to have them left, this is how to use them.
I come to Greenwich Ecology Park every school holiday with my children and the two children I childmind.
I normally come with my daughter and my wife. We come as a family, and we come here about once a month.
They're loving it. They're having a lovely time. They've done lots of ink paintings, bubble paintings, run around in the bushes behind us.
A wonderful place to bring her. It's near to where we live. It's free. You can walk around for as long as you like.
It's normally very quiet. You can get a good walk round.
Brilliant for a small child who can run around and look at the ducks and the birds.
It definitely has improved the area because it means that people can come and see wildlife close to and visit the various habitats.
For the children, you know, it's their first encounter with wildlife for many of them, so for them I think it's a really good educational place for them.
And little ponds around the place with little insects and a wormery in there, which I don't like, but the children love, so they've got lots of things for them to enjoy, yeah.
Cecily actually took her first steps here just after she was a year old. We brought her here and she was so excited to see the ducks going underneath the little bridge that she tottered from one side to the other. A special place for us to that.
It doesn't feel as if you're in the centre of London.
There's absolutely nowhere in South East London, especially in New Cross where these children are from, that they can have this type of facilities. Without something like this they would never have this.
I don't know what we do without it really.
It was a wasteland really.
It used to just be an old pit run where the pit wagons and that used to come round with the donkeys and that. And now we've turned it into a footpath just for a walk from Whitehaven right through to the Hague Pit Museum.
With a lot of hard work, they've done a good job, I think. And it'd be a good tourist attraction.
I think you see a lot of people up there more now than you used to in the past because it's more accessible.
It gives us an opportunity to chat to the people, which I don't usually meet them other than out here. A lady who walked past a moment ago, I walked all the way down to Whitehaven with her, and we just chatted the whole way down, and I've not actually spoken to her before.
Yeah, you can get nice views of the Scotland and Isle of Man. It's nice scenery.
The kids can go on for walks and everything now and be safe on it.
We go down to the beach and lift some rocks and sea crabs and we catch them. We skim stones, we take pictures.
There's a sea over here and a line, so there's quite a lot you can do around here.
Much better than staying inside and playing on computer games for 5 hours.
It's fantastic. It's one of the reasons why my husband bought the house up there, was because it just did back onto open land.
We have a walk every morning, just a crack with the lads, and keeps you off going into the house and getting all kinds of jobs from the wife.
There you can actually relax.
Well, I'm just going to work in the next hour, so this is just a nice relaxing walk for me.
Yeah, it's really great, and we came out and we walked down and did it all with a pushchair the other day, so that was really good as well. It's really lovely to come out and experience something that's a bit more wild and natural.
It's quite an attraction really in this area, you know.
And we always take people down to see it when they come and visit us. So look what we've got just down the road from us. We actually had some visitors recently. They were absolutely amazed to see that we've actually got green areas, because pretty much everybody's putting a house upon it now. It's nice to know that it's not going to be built upon as well. It's something to be preserved and something to be admired. It's not going to be houses put up here.
To make it public access, I think is a very good thing to do.
I think the environment's changed a lot since you've taken over these places.
It's not just an improvement, it's essential, isn't it?
They really enjoy having the green space there.
People are more and more city bound, and this just encourages you to come out.
It's had a really good positive impact on people's lives.
Yeah, good use of land.
What you're creating now is fantastic, I think.
It's wonderful that they've changed it.
As it is now, it's beautiful. Great. Should have more of these.
I think it's tremendous. I'm very proud that whoever conceived it has gone ahead and done all this for us.